Today we're tackling a really big concept, karma.
It's a word everyone knows, right? But maybe not in the way our source today explains it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's often seen as something vague, but we're looking at it through a surprisingly precise lens. Our source material for this is excerpts from Karma, the Divine Algorithm of Intentions by Hanshi Deena.
And his background is key here, isn't it?
Right. He's not just an author. He's a 9th Dan Red Belt karate master, founder of Kihatsu. His whole perspective comes from this place of discipline and structure.
Which really shifts how you might think about something like karma. Less mystical, maybe more mechanical.
Yeah, almost algorithmic, as the title suggests.
So our mission today, really, is to pull out the core insights from Hanshi Naidu's framework. How does he say karma actually works? Tracking thoughts, words, deeds, and how it leads to outcomes, positive or negative.
And crucially, how you, the listener, might actually harness this power through your own conscious choices.
Right, how to use this understanding to maybe transform things.
Okay, so let's dive in. Hanshi Naidu starts with this fundamental idea. Karma is powerful, and it's always active.
Omnipresent is the word he uses.
Omnipresent, yeah. Tracking your thoughts, words, deeds, literally every second of every day.
It's not just watching either. He says it amplifies your energy.
Amplifies it. How so?
Well, it takes the energy of your intentions, your actions, and uses that to manifest specific outcomes in your life.
So it's like a constant feedback loop.
Yeah.
What you put out, energetically speaking, gets amplified and returned.
That's the idea. It's an active system, constantly responding to your inputs. There's no pause button.
Which makes his next point really interesting about personal agency.
Well, because if it's always active, you might feel powerless. But he flips that. He says by making conscious choices, you can actually take the reins.
You could harness karma's power.
Exactly. Use it to guide yourself towards growth, wisdom, empowerment. It's not about being a victim of fate.
It puts the responsibilities squarely back on you then, every moment.
Yeah, it makes you think about the immediate impact of, everything you do and even think.
And this leads to a really striking metaphor he uses. It kind of stopped me in my tracks.
Oh, the computer one.
Yeah. He says, I would conceptualize karma like a computer-generated entity.
It's quite an image, isn't it? It takes it out of the realm of, God's judging you or something.
Totally. What does that imply, though?
Yeah.
Thinking of it like a computer. Impartiality.
I think that's exactly it. Impartial. Precise. Like an algorithm. It just processes the data, your thoughts, words, actions based on set rules. No bias, no emotion involved.
So it makes karma almost predictable, or at least understandable in its mechanics.
That seems to be his point. He says this computer aggregates all the data about you. Everything. Big actions, small thoughts, even, as he puts it, the most mundane steps.
Wow, okay. So nothing gets missed.
Nothing. And then it doesn't just store it. He says the information is compounded.
Compounded, like interest.
Kind of, yeah. It builds up. And that accumulated total then propels you, pushes you in a specific direction.
It's calculating your trajectory based on everything you fed into it.
Precisely. It's an ongoing calculation.
Okay, so what are these directions? Where does this compounding data actually lead us, according to Hanshi Naidu?
He's very direct about it. 2 main paths. He says it's either upward, towards divine experiences, or downward, leading to a life shackled by regret.
Upward or downward. That's
Yeah.
pretty stark. Divine experiences or shackled by regret.
It really emphasizes the weight of those compounded choices, doesn't it?
It does. Can you give an example? He offers one about how even just a thought can be amplified,
Yeah.
right, by this divine algorithm.
Yes, it's a great illustration. Imagine someone just has a genuinely benevolent thought. Maybe about helping someone, but they don't even act on it immediately.
Just the thought itself.
Just the pure, well-intentioned thought. Hanshi Naidu suggests karma registers that positive energy, and then it starts to work almost subtly. It might align circumstances later on, or open a door. Basically, it amplifies that initial good intent into tangible, positive outcomes for that person when they are in need.
So the thought itself sends out a ripple that eventually comes back as a concrete benefit.
That's the concept. The algorithm processes the positive input and generates a corresponding positive output down the line.
That's quite hopeful, actually.
Yeah.
But he also includes a warning, doesn't he? About actions that look good on the surface.
He does, and this is critical to his whole idea about intention.
He talks about helping someone, but with a hidden motive, right? Like expecting something back later.
Exactly. The action looks altruistic. You helped someone, you did a good deed.
But the intention wasn't pure. It was self-serving.
Right. And Hanshi Naidu says that even though it looks good, This kind of action ultimately yields negative implications.
Negative implications? What does that mean in practice?
Well, he's quite blunt about the consequence. He says, consequently, the individual will suffer, potentially being exploited by others in some manner.
Wow. So the universe, or this algorithm, sees the real intention behind the act, not just the act itself.
That's the core distinction he makes. Apparent altruism versus genuine selfless intent. The why is everything.
The why determines the output of the algorithm.
The precise.
So it really feels inescapable then, if it's tracking thoughts, intentions, everything.
He certainly frames it that way. He states, karma is an omnipresent force, leaving no stone unturned.
No stone unturned. There's literally nowhere to hide from this process.
Nope. And this constant processing, this omnipresence, leads directly to those outcomes we talked about. He says it leads to either triumph or victimization.
Triumph or victimization.
Or, another way he puts it, you become victim or victor depending on the individual's choices.
Victim or victor. It really doubles down on personal responsibility, doesn't it? Your outcome is a direct result of your inputs.
Absolutely. Radical accountability. It's not external forces. It's the result of your alignment, your choices.
Which brings us to his final, really powerful statements about alignment. This kind of ties it all together.
It really does. He talks about aligning yourself with intentions. He says, and this is quite strong, if one aligns themselves with malevolent intentions, devoid of a genuine desire for the greater good,
okay,
no amount of supplication will alleviate the suffering that ensues.
So praying or asking for forgiveness won't work if your fundamental intention, your alignment, is off.
That's what he's saying. The core intention overrides any later attempts to, bargain your way out of the consequences.
That's sobering. But what about the positive side?
Right. He offers the flip side. On the other hand, if one aligns themselves with benevolent intentions and divine purposes,
aligning with good,
growth and development will continue unabated, far surpassing one's expectations.
Far surpassing expectations. So aligning with good intentions doesn't just avoid suffering. It actively promotes growth beyond what you might even imagine.
That's the promise. It suggests an upward spiral fueled by genuine positive intent. Your internal compass dictates your trajectory.
So wrapping this up, Hanshi Deena really presents karma not as some mystical fate, but as this incredibly precise system.
A divine algorithm, yeah.
Driven purely by intention.
It's constantly tracking, constantly compounding your choices, your thoughts, your intentions. And that's what's actively shaping your life's path, moment by moment.
It's a profound way to look at it. And it leaves you with a really potent final thought, drawing from his work. It's the idea that your genuine intent, that benevolent core, is more powerful than your outward actions or even your prayers when it comes to determining whether you grow or suffer.
So the question for you, listening, is maybe, how does that understanding shift your focus?
Right. As you go through your day, knowing the why might be the most crucial input of all.
Yeah.
How does that change the decisions you make, even the small ones?